Alrighty everybody, welcome back to Milk Animation. Today was going to be more of a chill stream. Been kind of under the weather lately, but I'm on the up and up, so I figured I'd pop in and do some drawing. You'll also notice that it says free doodle recommendations. I just figured, been a while, been playing this stream more, and thought it'd be nice to, I don't know, just do some doodles for y'all. Just whatever you're thinking, just put a couple ideas in chat and I'll pick them after I make some progress on some backgrounds. I hope everyone's having a lovely day, as always, and let's get right into it. I should probably make the window a bit smaller so I can see chat. I'm just gonna change this real quick. And drop you all right there. That should do the trick. Okay, there we go. That should be fine. That shouldn't overlap with anything. I did turn my mic on, right? There we go. Okay. Everything should be working. this a bit smaller here. That should be fine. Oh, wrong layer. Gotta make a new layer for this. What art program is this? This is Clip Studio Paint. Specifically the EX version, which is a bit pricier, but we needed it so for the longer timeline for storyboarding and stuff. But the base version is also very good. I used it for a couple years. Probably don't need to add that many telephone poles. Oh, they don't have any for reference in that screenshot. Usually have something kind of set aside for the color palette. I'll figure that out later. I'm gonna make this a bit more dramatic by not having them go all the way out to the side there and have them drop more like this. There we go. And let's hide that layer. Oh, not wrong layer. There we go. Hide this layer. Maybe throw some... That should be fine. And let's zoom out here. Now this is a background I don't think we're going to be zooming in or out on, so I'm going to lose the crop on the edge here. Or the, because this isn't one that's going to need that, I don't think. And I'll need that still. Try to get the general vibe, like... Set the hue a little bit here. Transfer that down for other layers. Oh, let's nudge that a little bit more there. There we go. And let's pull here for this one. Then make it a little bit lighter for this bit here. Actually, a little bit more. Doodle for suggestion for after stream from Steven Universe. Teen pink Steven with a blue jacket instead of pink. The blue star started instead of yellow one. With the earth shattered around him. So like an... That sounds fun. Let's get that, put that one on the list. Let's see. Pick this something a little bit lighter from over here. That one and over here. Actually, darker highlight. Make that the highlight of that color as well. And I believe the pillars were about that color, a bit darker. Oh, I think they're usually a bit lighter than this, but usually they're also been pretty far in the background. There we go. And let's get the line color in, which I probably shouldn't be pulling from this because it's a pretty squashed image, but this method hasn't failed me yet, so let's get some of these blues in. Would have been around here, because this is kind of a... Probably a bit more blue towards the top here. I almost never use this, but let's use the other way. There we go. I like that. And all of this is going to be a bit further in the background, so I should probably make this a bit lighter. Oh, I had the wrong settings on here. No wonder that didn't look so good. It wasn't actually on there. That's my bad. There we go. And then... big thing is going to be the blimp. Let's get this going. Ba 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 ba. Okay, this isn't working. Love the colors you use for the background. They feel very comforting. Thank you. Yeah, something that I've been aiming for a lot of these is aiming for kind of a warmer, I guess I would call it inviting, but I didn't put, that's not something I was like consciously aiming for. I don't know, I just like giving it a kind of a softer vibe. I'm just gonna do this instead. See how this looks. I think I did too many lines there. Oh, I see. Okay. And you think I would have figured out these tools by now? I do this, then I can put one here. I am overcomplicating this. I can just do this. Then I can just adjust this more later. This. Then if it doesn't work, I can just line it up like this. Close enough. That's close enough. This doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then a new layer. Flip this over. Flip this. Go edit. Transform. Flip vertical. Oh, hello. Okay, that should be fine. There's that with the layer below, and let's start building out these other shapes. Freddy eating a pizza slice. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, don't. Oof, my back. Okay, that looks pretty solid. Just gotta add some curved lines to it. I think I'm gonna do the design that's going to cover the blimp off stream just because it's a gag that I haven't quite worked out the design for yet. But we'll still get some extra lines added on top here. Like ba 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 ba. That's close enough. Oof. And no, that wasn't quite right. Nope, not that one line. Uh, not none of them. I mean, I work with Jack and Core, obviously, but like, I am not. I haven't been in any of like the main channel videos, and I don't think I plan to. Just not really my thing. But like, yeah. Okay, that looks pretty solid. Oh, hell yeah. Honestly, I am still not over the weird kind of coincidence in branding. Because, like, spilling the milk as, like, a channel name, uh, it was developed in kind of a... it was developed in kind of an impromptu way when the channel was first set up. This is some, deep milk lore for y'all. But I didn't, like, do the rebrand, with my, like, cow, persona until a while later, but it wasn't because of the channel. It was just something that I thought was interesting. And then when I started working with them, I just realized it's a bit odd. People might assume that this is on purpose. Like the whole cow Sona milk branding thing. I don't know. It's kind of funny in my head, but let's see here. That should be okay. Our selected layers. What color should this blimp be? We have a lot of green, so some blue would be good to contrast it. Like right here? I haven't done this in a bit. I'm gonna duplicate this layer and refer other layers. A bit lighter. Up. Then yeah. There we go. Oh, no, I'm gonna make these a bit darker, maybe a bit more purple. Then I can use that here. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Here, if I do this, and I make a new layer here, I can use this to make the sort of like use this as sort of like to imply the structure of these flaps back here. No, I really should start making like reaction style videos. I don't feel like I could do the same thing that Jack and Core do, but there's a channel called TB Skyin, and they have a side channel where they do, like, they'll watch like 2 minutes of animation or like 2 seconds of animation and yap about it for like 20 minutes or something, and it's a lot of fun. I feel like I could maybe do something like that, but also hello. I feel like I've talked about that before. I actually did get some quick assets made for like reaction style videos if I can find those. Oh, here they are. Oh wait, that's just one of the images. Let me find like the actual file. Here it is. So I have this sort of back image. Oh, let me make this full. The idea is I could just kind of cut between each of these while editing. I don't know. That's something I'll work on later though. That's fine. Well, let's get this finished up first. I can't get distracted. Here's a suggestion. Draw that Peter Griffin meme, the one after he snapped his neck, but instead of Peter, it's Optimus Prime. Oh. Okay, bye. Okay, let's make this a little bit brighter. Yeah, they look like they're made of clouds. Yeah, it's kind of the vibe I was going for. Oh, let me do this. There we go. Then make some of these a bit more blue. There we go. Now there's some contrast there without it being too bright. And then like the blimp itself is gonna need some color on the line art. So let's do that real quick. Let's pick this, but then bring it towards bluer tone like this much. Refer only to editing layer. Bit darker. Bit lighter. There we go. Is this a background for the show? Yep, it is. Yeah, I've tried to avoid putting anything in these that could potentially be like a spoiler for the story, so a lot of these tend to be pretty low-stakes shots or ones where I know the context isn't going to be given away. Although, I feel like at this point you could probably go through some of the streams and maybe work out the theories of what the story would be. Wouldn't really recommend that, because I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be enough for that to work, but like... I mean, nothing would stop you. But anyway, I feel like... I want to add one more thing to this, and then I'll do some doodle suggestions. I just want to go through here, and let's darken this a little bit, like this much. And I just want to add a bit of a lighter tint to the inside of these windows. That might be a bit too light, but I can go through and lower the opacity on this layer. That's a bit of overshoot there. That's fixable. Refer only to editing layer. There we go. Take this and let's erase some of these edges here. And then lower the opacity just a wee bit. Increase the saturation. Perfect. No. Okay, I think that's good. I'm getting too caught up in the weeds here. Merge down. Okay, good. Calling it there. Now let's do some doodles. Let's make a new file for this. File new. Don't worry about a name. And let's see what the suggestions were again. Let's pick... Do a suggestion. Petty Fitzgerald from Gumball eating cereal. Here's the suggestion. Draw that Peter Griffin meme, but with Optimus Prime. And the Steven Universe one. Teen Pink Steven with a blue jacket instead of pink and a pink star shirt instead of yellow one with shattered earth around him. Gonna be real, I feel like drawing a shattered earth. I feel like I can imagine the image from that one in my head, and that's a lot more dramatic than I think these are going to end up being. So I'm gonna try Optimus Prime. I'm gonna look up what this guy looks like real quick. Optimus Prime. I am spelling Optimus wrong almost certainly. Because we're going goofy with it, I'm gonna pick... What should I do for reference? Let's pick one of like the early toys. Ones where it looks like they were made out of like... The ones that look more like a Roblox skin. Whatever this version of Optimus Prime is. Okay, copy link. I don't have to look up a reference for the Family Guy death pose. I think every artist is legally required to have that burned into their memory at this point. What is your favorite character in the show? Might be kind of a basic answer, but I really like Calvin. I think as a protagonist, I am really happy with how his design came out. I think a close second would probably have to be probably Clementine. Clementine's cute, and I feel like I had a lot of fun working on her character as well. Okay, let's put the... Just has a big gun here, and then... I could have sworn... Okay, actually, I think I do have to look up the Family Guy death pose, just because I feel like I have this right, but, like, I'm second guessing this. Family Guy death pose. No, I got it. Okay. I just had the wrong lower leg bent, I think. Is the top leg? Okay, I'm getting mixed answers here. I think maybe people can't tell. I think that's where I got messed up is. Let's do this and oh, we gotta keep the chat open. Yeah, that is how I sleep as well. Let me turn this way just to make inking this a little bit easier. I'm not gonna spend more than a couple minutes on this, and then I'll move on to the next one. But let's pick what's a good brush to use. Yeah, let's use this one, but I'll just lower the stabilization to 0 and pick a bit of a higher size. Okay. Oh, I have to make a new layer. Optimus has a bit of a belt situation going on here. And yeah, let's have some sparks flying. Let me make these yellow. Okay, then a bit of thinner legs here. Followed by some big goofy truck boots. I don't think I've ever drawn Optimus Prime before. Or any of the Transformers. It wasn't really something I got super into when I was younger. I did see some of like the Michael Bay films. And then I lost interest in the Michael Bay films once that weird, like, there's like a weird joke about like the age of consent or something that was extremely odd just to randomly throw into any movie. I think it was like Romeo and Juliet law or something. That was a weird moment in history. There's also like a very like kind of gratuitous shot of like Bud Light, because I presumably because they were being paid by Bud Light for that one. Those movies were really bad. I should have watched some of the older ones. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm sure, honestly, I'm pretty sure if spilling the milk, if any of them like reacted to that movie, they probably already brought that up. Okay, anyway, that is Optimus Prime and Family Guy Death Pose. Let me look up what Penny looks like. I think I'll do that one next. How long has the stream been going for? About 40 minutes. That's not too bad. Penny Fitzgerald from Gumball eating cereal. I'm going to assume I'm pretty sure Penny doesn't have like the shell anymore. Right? Yeah, they're look like this now. Copy image. Have a clipboard. Because she has kind of a solid look to her. I'll do this and I'm gonna draw her being very tired. I feel like canonically, I feel like she tends to be a bit more energetic, but like, this is how I eat cereal. Actually, that makes her look a bit too sad. There's a difference there. Actually, no, let's just make her happy. She's happy. Let's have her having a good time. Why not? Another character I've never drawn before. This has kind of like a light bulb look going on. It's like character shape wise, which is interesting. Kind of like the shift from like the kind of like peanut design, or however she looked in that version. I forget. It's been a couple years since I've watched it. I know the reboot version came out, but I haven't really seen any of that outside of clips that show up occasionally. Let's do this and then. Oh, I gotta keep the chat open. I always find it hard drawing cartoon characters. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like, with a lot of cartoon characters, because there's such limited space to make unique designs, getting those individual features right becomes kind of essential to depicting the character, even though with characters like the ones in Gumball, you can draw them incorrectly and still have them be recognizable. It's kind of an interesting sort of byproduct of trying to make a recognizable design, and it's actually something that's come up a couple times with the production for this show, just because like I was able to define what felt to me like the right way to draw the characters, and then everyone who came after, mostly just animators or anyone else drawing the characters, has their own interpretation of what feel like the features to prioritize while still keeping them recognizable. Like, something that I saw today that was really cute, and I am not going to make a habit of doing this. I just want to be clear. I'm showing this because I thought it was cute, but I'm not going to be showing like any other like preview stuff from the actual pilot because it would spoil the surprise, but someone did something really cute. Where is it? In one of the one of the animated shots, someone drew Calvin with like, just like this, this cute like dot eyes and like little lined mouth, and it's so cute. Like, yeah. And like, because we spent a lot of time defining other features, even though we're cutting out some of the key ones with the way that we draw his eyes, it's still recognizably him. And that's something I don't know, that's a kind of feature I'm really happy worked out. Where was the there we go. Now let's grab this. I could yap about character design for ages, but I want to wait until the pilot's out before we really dig into like some of the specifics, even though I mean, I'm probably going to make a video talking about other cool character design features. But I'm going to draw this first and then this arm isn't really going to be visible, so and then I can fill this in. Then put the bowl in their hand. Shall make the bowl like bright blue. Actually, no, probably not blue. Let's go red. And then let's take this kind of orangey color here, and let's start filling this in. Okay. And do this. Go. And then let's take, to make this a bit more defined, let's take this shadow color here and draw out where the arm connects, which would be like right here. Let's put this on its own layer and make it a multiply layer so I can get that. Here we go. And Oh wait, I can just make that a clipping layer so that doesn't... There we go. And then let's do this, and because she has perfect circles for eyes, I am going to bust out this tool and transfer this down, new layer. Duplicate layer. Oh, I have to make this a little higher. Transfer down. And I'm gonna break away from this here. Or like with the way like her face is set up, it's a little bit different. Like there you go. Then duplicate this layer. Like this. Actually, have her looking up, kind of like this. I don't like that very much. I'm just gonna go back to my original idea because her eyes seem a little odd. I don't feel like I'm gonna get those right if I try to replicate the style too much. And these are supposed to be doodles. I'm already letting myself get sidetracked. There we go. And then let's make this white instead, because I don't know what her eyes would actually look like closed, but and add the highlight here. This, and then give her a spoon, which would be like, oh, 1 second, transfer that down, and oh, I want to avoid too many tangents. There we go. Add a bit more highlights, and then almost forgot she has 2 wings here. Let's do this and make them this color instead. There we go. Close enough. What drawing tablet do I use? I am currently using a Intuos Pro Medium right now. I have used a couple other types of screen tablets in the past, but I found that screen tablets aren't as comfortable for me as they seem to be for other folks. So I've stuck with just like a regular drawing tablet. I am holding off. Actually, you know what? I'm already naming brands. There is a brand of tablet that I'm curious about. There's called Veik, like V-E-I-K-K, I think. Let me check. Yeah, VEIKK drawing tablets. They look interesting, and they also look like they'd be pretty good quality for a bit of a cheaper cost than something like a Huion or Wacom. But anyway, Penny eating cereal. And because I went through and added color to this one, I kind of want to go back and add at least some color to Downed Optimus. I don't know. I feel like that's only fair. Oh, I have to make a new layer. Yeah, of course. Always happy to help there. I feel like finding a good drawing tablet is one of those things that's not tricky, but it's such a big investment that you do want to at least feel somewhat confident you're making the right choice. And I also found that if you're used to drawing a certain way, having a quote-unquote nicer tablet isn't necessarily going to help you improve if you're already comfortable with a process that a drawing tablet doesn't accommodate for. Like, I've gotten so used to drawing normally, I've gotten so used to drawing looking at a different screen than the one where my hand is, that drawing on like a screen tablet didn't really add anything of like additional help to my process. But it depends, I think. Oh wait, are these? Yeah, the arms are solid red. Go, and then fill in these with blue. And then Optimus gets the blue helmet. Oh, I thought I filled this in. 1 second. There we go. And fill in these legs. Oh, that's too pink. There we go. And let's add one more thing to this one. Let me... Okay, those should be filled in all the way so I can do this. There we go. And then select these here. And let's go through here and lighten these up a little bit, like this much. And then lower the opacity on these. There we go. Oof. You see, she's too tired to notice. She's focused on her cereal. Otherwise she would be helping. Got her own stuff going on. Oh, let me do this and erase this here. There we go. And our... Oh, okay, it looks like we've been going for an hour. I think I'll probably do more doodle suggestions for the next stream. I should probably... I could get this one done. I was about to call it. I think I'll finish up this one and then I'll do more doodles in the next one. I should get this line art done. Let me do this real quick. Still linear ruler and just... Okay, there we go. Oh. This needs its own layer. Then let's get the perspective ruler and trace this line here and this line. And that should give me the space I need to draw these correctly. So let's get this and ba-da-ba. Okay. Then I can delete this perspective ruler and I can just make another perspective ruler real quick because I have these lines. These can now become the guidelines that I use for let me do that again. There we go. Now the other lines can follow this. It was here, right? Yeah. Cancel that. And I don't think I need to actually add another here just because I know this part's going to get blocked out. So let's just quickly throw a line here, or one where there we go. And then and that'll be the area on the left that I, or on the right that I color in. Crop this. Unhook this. Take away the border. Delete ruler. This gives you a little bit of a peek about what the sort of nonsensy side of background art can be. When something doesn't have to be in frame, it doesn't have to be drawn in its entirety, which can be good at times, but it can also lead to stuff like that where it's a bit clunky looking if you're looking at it from the wrong angle or with like the front part hidden. This layer should be fine. Oh, for other layers, I have to do this. And then, okay, good. I did, in fact, plan this out correctly. So that part goes here. And I can just... I'll go through and add shadows like that manually. There we go. And then let's take this and select this color here. Get that gradient tool and just... Oh, that's the wrong color. It's supposed to be that one. Oh, why is it not selecting that? New layer. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, that should do it. And then select this color here. And throw this over top. There we go. Why is that not getting colored in as well? Is that not the same layer? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. I see what's going on. There we go. Then I can lower the opacity just a wee bit like that. Yep, that's all within the right border there. I'm pretty sure Alyssa colored this one in. Alyssa and Dora tended to use very like high saturation colors. I mean, I could just ask one of them what they used here, but that should do it. Why is your character a cow? I have no problem with it, just asking. I don't know, just kind of ended up that way. I mean, it was a very briefly going to end up being more of like a satyr type design. But then I changed my mind there. Or, well, I guess it's more accurate to say I just decided to take it in a different direction. Because I wanted, it's I guess like the main reason was I wanted to change my username. And I was trying to find a name that would let me keep the part of my name Cal. Overlay. Multiply. Okay, yeah. Let me do this. Color burn. Lower saturation. There we go. Okay, and then I can just take this and cut this out here. Where's she standing? She'd be standing like right here, so I'm gonna there we go. And let's make this a bit like closer to this. Okay, and then let me blur this one up. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. There we go. That should do it. And then I'm just gonna quickly see if I have my wood texture saved or if I'm gonna have to find a new one. Please tell me I have my wood texture saved. I do not. Okay, let's just find one real quick. Shout out to random royalty-free texture packs on the internet. File, create new from clipboard, edit, tonal correction, and we are going to go through and turn that saturation all the way down. Edit, copy, edit, paste, and we're going to stretch this out like so, and just kind of finagle it into place here. There we go. And then, oh, actually, I'm going to line this up just a little bit more with the direction that these are going. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything, because this isn't really going to be super visible by the end. But that should be fine. And then I'm going to quickly go through here, and I'm going to set this to overlay. And I'm going to lower the opacity just a wee bit, like that much. And there we go. And then let's just quickly go through here. Select this portion. Erase it over here. Set this to overlay. Up. And there we go. That is another background done. I think now I'm going to wrap things up here. We got this done. We got this done. That is a picture of wood, and we got these done. Feeling pretty good about that. Thank y'all for stopping by. Sorry, I saw the chat. Someone asked what they missed, and I lost my train of thought there for a second. No worries. I'm back. What I miss? I'm just wrapping things up. I think I'm pretty happy with the progress I made here, and I got some good doodles in. So I would like to stream again tomorrow. I'm not going to make any promises. I know every time I've said that, it's... I'll see y'all next time.